If there is one more thing, we know that last time we discussed that an newspaper can be split into three different portions. One is the reading comprehension, the other that is related to the vocabulary, and the third that is actually based on grammar. So today we shall start with the grammar portion. Actually, anything can come in your paper, but I'll be teaching you the tips and the techniques, and with the help of those, you may attempt grammar question. What are the types of the vocabulary-based question? Sometimes we have seen that the question are asked in the form of meaning, and sometimes it is asked to complete the sentences with a proper selected word. And we have done that in that handout, morphology handout. All right. For example, I write the word. There is a word interdisciplinary, for example, and we don't know the meaning of this word. But we know that this word is based on prefix inter. So when I was teaching you morphology, morpheme, so I told you that if you know the meaning of prefixes and of those words, those come based on prefixes, so you can easily infer the meaning. देखिए words अब दो तरह के हैं. One, एक तो वो word है that is very clear and free. Like a number of words are there जो मुश्किल भी हैं, like high है, low है, embargo है, fiasco है, barrier है. इसमें तो कोई prefixes involved नहीं है. So I am discussing those words where you find any clue in the form of prefixes or in the form of root words. तो उसमें जो मैंने morphology वाला part लिया था, उसमें हम prefix सारी याद कर लेंगे. सारी याद कर लेंगे तो उसके meaning आप याद कर लेंगे. So that we can easily infer the meaning of the word. Yes, there is a prefix and this is inter. What does it mean, inter? Between. So interdisciplinary, for example, the options are given between various disciplines or one discipline. So obviously you will be selecting that for meaning that is presenting the word in between. So इस तरीके से prefixes will be helpful to figure out and to find out the meaning. This is one of the ways, and in this way, prefixes will be helpful. And the other one is actually to make them opposite antonym. And you know that the number of prefixes are used to make the word opposite. For example, what are those prefixes? Those are used to make the word antonyms. Able. What are those prefixes used for making the words negative or opposite? Nor, let me see. Although nor is not a prefix. In, ill, in, unknown. लेकिन इसमें एक complication थी. क्या थी? Although these prefixes are used to give the negative sense, but at the same time, a group of words are those where these prefixes are giving you the positive sense. ये तो हमारा अच्छा आपको booklet मिल गई? Did you bring that? क्या हमने वो डिस्कस किया था लास्ट टाइम ग्रुप वर्ड्स हो गए थे booklet से डिस्कस. वो तो morphology केस था ना. तो उसमें एक तो हमने कहा कि वर्ड के मीनिंग को आप इंफर कर सकते हैं प्रीफिक्सेस की बेस पे. एक भी ये थी बात. और बुकलेट से वी डिडंट डू एनीथिंग आई गेस. ये वाला क्या था रूट वर्ड याद है आपने? हाँ तो बस ये तो कंप्लीट हो गया. यानी वोकैबुलरी वाला क्वेश्चन जिस हद तक पॉसिबल हो सकता था, बिकॉज़ आई कैन नॉट डायरेक्टली प्रिपेयर 1000 vocabulary is useless. One cannot read them in their in his or her memory. So what you are supposed to do, go to the tips and the techniques and the clues where you may infer or extract the meaning from the given word. And these are two different ways. One is the prefixes and the other one is the root words. Can you tell me the root word? For example, there is a word, the mal. What does it mean, mal? M-A-L. Any word? Malnutrition, maladjustment. There is a word therm. Therm, third, thermic heat. Now there is a word hypothermia, for example. There is a word hypothermia. So there is a prefix and that is what hypo. What does the word hypo means? Extreme. Extreme. So and therm. We have the heat. It is hypothermia. It is a very extreme. So you will be going to that meaning that will be showing that this idea related to the temperature, the heat, and related to the extremeness. So in this way, the root words and the prefixes will be helpful to figure out the meaning. For this, we need to prepare and memorize all those prefixes. Those are quite unusual for you and common, and all the root words. So ये दो pages आपने prepare करने हैं, दो pages को आपने याद करना है अच्छी तरह. तो इस तरह आप vocabulary these questions को आप आसानी से कर सकते हैं. अगर कोई ऐसा word आ जाता है, or pretty good chances that there will be some of the words in which we can easily apply these rules, the root words and all. ठीक है? Last time मैंने inflectional morphology start कर दी थी. कोई idea नहीं? Okay, take out your register. Have I had an inflectional morphology? It means it is a grammar now. I'm writing something that is do not write, you're not supposed to write. Now look at these sentences. I have written three different sentences, and I have three different sentences. Every sentence is from different category. For example, she thinks reading a book daily. Yeah, tense show कर रहा है, verb show कर रहा है, and he is clever or cleverer than me. ये किसका show कर रहा है? Adjective को show कर रहा है. The buses are late. ये किसको show कर रहा है? The bus or the buses यानी number को या noun को इस तरह. It means that in these three different categories you find different sort of things. यानी कहीं पे verb tense है, कहीं पे adjective है और कहीं पे. लेकिन आपको मालूम है कि इन तीनों में से जो भी word मैं select करूंगा वो इस sentence में grammar को देखकर. ठीक है? It means that word affect the grammar of the sentence. If you, for example, for this, what do you think? What would be the suitable answer for sentence number one? Yes. She reads. Reads. अगर मुझे reading रखता हूँ तो आप कहेंगे सर सेंटेंस का ग्रामर पूरा चेंज होना चाहिए या चेंज ग्रामर मिलना चाहिए. So it means that the word affect the grammar of the sentence. And you know that word being morpheme. It is morpheme affects the grammar of the sentence. According to the morpheme, you need to change the grammar of the sentence, or according to the sentence, you need to select the proper morpheme, a proper word, a proper verb from the given choices. So, but these are from different lexical category. One is from the verb, the other one is from adjective, the third one is from the noun on the verb. So, such a study that is related to the morpheme of the word and that focuses verb, adjective, and the number This study will be known as inflectional because you are creating some inflection like bus के साथ er लगा रहे हैं clever के साथ er लगा रहे हैं addition in other words read के साथ s लगा रहे हैं ing लगा रहे हैं it means that you are creating some inflection in some addition you are adding something so this is why this is called inflectional morphology why am I saying morphology yes because all these are morphemes. And according to the morpheme, we are going to change the grammar, or according to the grammar, we are selecting a proper morpheme. So when I use the term inflectional morphology, it means that I'm telling you to focus on verb-based sentences, adjective-based sentences, and the singular and plural, or in other words, you may say the noun or the number sentences and we shall be focusing these three categories for the paper. Okay, and all these and all. So note down highlighting inflection morphology and copying out these three sentences and write in front of the sentence like verb and like adjective, like singular and plural. So as you see the media of the COVID times also. Right, I think luckily this first time that you both are on time. But unluckily I was stuck. On something. So this is called fractional morphology, where the real meaning of the word remains same, and we make modification according to the morpheme or according to the grammar of the sentence. We select a proper morpheme, a proper word. Sometimes the adjective, sometimes the verb, and sometimes the singular plural word. So written. So you know that we cannot compile the grammar or we cannot discuss grammar the way you have done actually school or the college, the detail, the number of worksheets and all that. You are preparing for an exam, an aptitude exam, and the tech and techniques and the tips are done. Rather के आप you are selecting a topic और उसमें आप पूरा time लगा रहे हैं वो नहीं है तो inflectional morphology में भी हम techniques and tips पे ठीक है तो ये 24-25 के करीब है techniques and the tips and we shall discuss. Should I remove it? Absolutely, last. Alright, C, number one. What happened in the present? He, she, it, on any, singular, noun. And the choices are given. Choices have to be given in. For example, has, have, do, or does, play, or plays. एक ऐसा सेंटेंस आपको दिया गया है इन एग्जाम जिसका हमने सिलेक्शन इस तरह करनी है, या तो हैज और हैव में से सिलेक्ट करें, या डज में से सिलेक्ट करें, या प्ले या प्लेज में से सिलेक्ट करें। तो फिर आपकी सिलेक्शन डिपेंड करेगी आपके सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर। If the subjects are he, she, it, or any singular noun, so you need to select what has, does, plays. But remember, when you are selecting does, so place cannot be selected. Then with the does, you need to select play. Alright, so this is very basic. Might be you have already known it, but these are one of the important tools. That's why I have made you to write that look at the subject. If the subject is he, she, it, or any singular noun, then they need to select any one of these. Like, ये example किस तरह से? For example, इस तरह आ सकते हैं detect the error. Error बताएं किसमें? A में है, B में है, C में और D में. It may be given in that form as well. That a sentence will be given and you need to find out the error. So if you know the basic tools, the tips and the techniques, you know that this is the present sentence. Plus, when there is she, does when we use it's okay. But along with does, we cannot use plays, inflectional verb using the second. We don't need to use play. Look at the second sentence. A. Here is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Where is the mistake? C isn't there. So it is one of the basic tips and the techniques. Look at the if the given sentence is present, you need to check out the subject. If the subject is he, she, it, or any singular noun, then you need to select one of these selections. अब ये किसी भी तरीके से एग्जाम में आ सकता है, एरर डिटेक्शन में आ सकता है, कंप्लीशन ऑफ सेंटेंस में आ सकता है, कंप्लीशन ऑफ सेंटेंस में किस तरह इशी दे दिया गया है एंड द चॉइसेस आर डू नॉट, डज नॉट, हैज नॉट, हैव नॉट एंड देन यू आर सेलेक्टिंग द करेक्ट वन. So it can be given in multiple choice question form either or in the form that is called error detection. Okay, now I'm giving you another tip. This is related to the past. If the sentence is in the past, always remember that we need to use the very first form of verb. Correct, the correct one. Even in the exam, the question may be asked in this format as well. That 3 or 4 sentences to be written, and you are asked to find out the most suitable or the correct one. Which one is the correct? She did not write the letter. Third one is the correct. Why third one is the correct? Because we know that when you are using the did, is also one of the morpheme. So we need to use the present form, the first form of verb. So it is another point that should be remembered. Do not write all the examples, just write simply one sentence that is the correct one. Written. Now we are moving towards the third point. Generally, के साथ we form a verb that mean like to play. What is a for to play? That is such a form of verb with to. This is called infinitive. What is this? Infinitive. Infinitive is commonly used in our sentences. For example, he thought to decide. He decided to go. She did not decide so far to take action. So to go, to take, to know, this is actually, they are actually called as infinitives. The problem is that with infinitives, it means with to, we generally use the present form or the first form of verb. But there are some cases where with to, we use the present participle form or ing form. For example, if I see this sentence like, she decided to go, so okay, it's correct. But if I say she decided to going, you will say that it isn't correct. I decided or I have not decided so far to take action. And if I say I have not decided so far to taking admission, so you will say no, sir, with to we cannot use continuous form. We cannot use ing form. But there are some cases where we tend to use continuous form or ing form in the sentences. So in infinitive, we generally do not use the ing form. This is also called as the present participle form. But there are two cases, most commonly where we use ing form. Can you recall those? एक तो आप पहले sentence है. For example, look at this sentence. Yeah, two choices. I'm looking forward to see you or to see you. Yeah. दिल हमारा यही कह रहा है कि टू सी होगा बट अगर सेंटेंस में आपका फ्रेज लुक फॉरवर्ड यूज हुआ है then you have to use the present participle. Okay, I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to purchasing a book. I look forward to selling this house. So when the look forward phrase is used in the sentence, then with to we need to use the present participle form ing form. In other cases, there is one more case where we need to use the present participle form. But in other cases, we need to use the first form of verb with to. At 99 positions, we need to use to plus first form of verb. But on the other side, we need to use all these things. To look forward, if in the sentence the phrase look forward is there, we tend to use ing form. इसको note down करें. क्या है इस sentence में look forward है वहाँ पे फिर आपको ing form डिस्कस करनी पड़ेगी. Look forward, yes. एक और है, अभी हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे। ठीक है? ये एक समझ में आ गई बात, लुक फॉरवर्ड। सेकंड, यूज्ड टू, लाइक आई एम यूज्ड टू, क्या मतलब होगा आई एम यूज्ड टू? यानी मैं इस चीज का आदी हूँ। आई एम यूज्ड टू किसका? आई एम यूज्ड टू स्लीपिंग लेट, sleeping early. I'm used to, किस चीज के used to है आप? I'm used to eating Chinese, Chinese food, not Chinese people. So see, यहाँ पे मैंने used to के साथ ing form, क्यों आप ing form लगाएंगे? अगर ये बात है सर, यानी अगर used to से पहले helping verb है तब ing लगेगा, और अगर used to से पहले helping verb नहीं है तो ing नहीं लगेगा। Look at the sentence. I used to go alone. I used to go to school alone. I go to school alone when I was young. अब आप देखिए used to के साथ प्रश्न होंगे। जी क्या है difference? If used to comes with a helping verb, then present participle form. If I used to बात उसको भी past में कर सकते हैं। I was used to. present में करें तो past state डालना नहीं, इसको एक past में कर सकते हैं। I was used to sleeping alone. यानी वहां हैबिचुअलिटी की बात नजर आ रही है कि आप यहाँ पे यूज हो रहा है आदि होने का, यहाँ पे आदि होने का जो बात कर जा रहा है, यहाँ तो ये बताया जा रहा है कि रूटीन काम आप करते हैं, ठीक है ना? बस लेकिन टेक्निकली आप ये याद रखें, इफ यूज्ड टू कम्स विदाउट एनी हेल्पिंग वर्ब देन वी यूज्ड टू यूज द इंफिनिटिव फॉर्म। इफ यूज्ड टू कम विद अ हेल्पिंग वर्ब इन एनी फॉर्म देन वी नीड टू यूज द प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल। तो आपने देखा कि इंफिनिटिव्स में आमतौर पे हम टू के साथ फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब लगाते हैं, बट देयर आर टू केसेस वेयर वी हैव टू यूज present participle or ing form. And these are two cases what? One is the forward to, and the other one is what? Is used to, was used to, were used to, like that. So there you try to use present participle form. अब जरा मेरे को क्या है? जितना आप मैंने थोड़ा उसकी कुछ practice करते हैं। और I do page number 180 and 181 from your work. From your work to page 180 and 182. once every months. Once every 8 months, previously.